So my name is Barney White and this is Jenny Barnard, and we are from a company called Acrojou from the UK. So both Jenny and I learned Gymnastic Wheel at the National Centre for Circus Arts in England. We've trained a little bit in using the German wheel, the sports wheel as a sport, and we learnt it very technically, but we learnt it technically so that we could use it artistically.
Different areas for people's different interests, and there's people that cross over and skills and ideas that cross over. We always took a lot of ideas from watching bits of sport choreography. We would go, this transition, we can make this into this. And when we were doing Gymnastic Wheel at circus school, we did it more, obviously because we didn't have a house inside of it, we did it more as a kind of mixed with dance. So still very physical and acrobatic, but with more dance choreography, so softer than the sports style.
Yep.
Using circus and acrobatics so that we can have people very integrated with the structures and with the design and with the sets that we're using. So in this show there's a theatre set, but it's built so that it can support weight and it moves and it tells the story, and it's very much part of the show, not just a backdrop. And the wheel is a really great starting point to be able to build circus sets into. It's a nice...
Well, it's a natural frame that can support the use of circus without it being definitively a piece of circus equipment. This show is called The Wheelhouse. It's the only show we do with this set. We have other shows built into the German wheel, the Rhönrad, that are very different. Our other show called Frantic is dance and theatre, and then we have another show, Lifted, which is just acrobatics. We built the wheel ourselves, and we built it around the standard Rhönrad or German wheel.
We built it 9 years ago.
And we built it 9 years
with
ago.
my dad, who we build our sets with.
The steampunk element to the set is very much an accident, actually. We just tried to make it look like it had been travelling for a very long time. As with the costumes also, so it's the set has almost been built over time as it's continued to travel. Things have been added, so it's kind of part of the story that the set looks very old because it also has history like the characters. We perform the show only on the street because we need it works best if we can have distance, like a long distance. And it's also nice if people can see, they can see it from afar, so they come to see, and it's a nice surprise, I think, for the public because they don't expect to see something moving.
And we tour it to all different places. So we were in Australia with it a little while ago, and now we're here. We've been to hundreds and hundreds of places around the UK and lots of Europe, and it's nice because sometimes we're in big festivals where everybody is going specifically to see shows at different times. Sometimes we're in tiny things where it's in a town where there'll just be a tiny event and people don't expect it, and we're booked to be in the shopping centre on a Saturday, and people are just out doing their shopping in their like local space, and then there's this show that's just happening that's free, and they can just sort of come across it as a surprise and then see this performance just when they're going to the shops.
Yeah, in the UK, Gymnastic Wheel is relatively unknown. Not many people know about it. Sear Wheel, some circus people, but it's not very mainstream. Sear Wheel, people have seen a lot more. It's quite trendy at the moment. That's partly why the surprise of this, because people don't expect to see something this large that can move with people in it. So yeah, in England, Gymnastic Wheel and Sear Wheel is almost exclusively circus discipline. It's not trained for sport at all.
Really? There's the Torwood Wheelers, but I think they might have stopped now, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one very small club that does it just for sport. We have a new show out this year, which is our first show not in a gymnastic wheel. It's in a boat that rows in the street.
And it has on the mast of the boat, there's a storm that's sort of stuck over the boat, so it goes to like summer festivals and it's all very nice and sunny, and the performer in the show is under torrential rain the whole time, and there's thunder and lightning, and they're in this like their own little kind of crazy storm. And
so there's a cloud above him that rains continuously through the whole show as he moves. But that's
non-wheel show.
That's our only show so far, not in the wheel. But who knows? Maybe in the future, there's many possibilities, which is why we use the wheel so much.